And welcome to the Maredith Management Smartwebs training tutorial. Today we are going to be covering the Violations tab in the Smartwebs system. With that being said, let's get started and jump right on in. Once you've had the opportunity to log in to the Smartwebs platform with your username and password, please come over here to the left-hand side of the screen and click right here on this Violations tab. And once you've clicked on the Violations button, you'll notice it takes you directly to the List tab, where you'll see all current and recently closed violations listed out. Violations that were recently closed will be featured in this orange-yellowish color, and violations that are currently opened will be featured in red. So for this particular Maredith Test Association, George Washington recently came into compliance, and John Smith is still in violation. So let's click on John Smith and see what's going on with this violation. So as we can see, it's a pet violation, and apparently John Smith let his dog loose in the community. He let him out without a leash. So the homeowner would get this stage 1 violation letter, which would speak about the violation and also offer the homeowner information on how to come into compliance, which would obviously be not letting your dog outside without a leash. So the homeowner would receive that letter, and as you can see, this violation was escalated on January 4th. So it was created on that date. Now let's say John Smith calls and reports on the violation, saying he received the violation, he made a one-time mistake, and this violation will not be recurring, it will not happen again. So I could come in here and make that note to make you, the board and/or committee members, aware. So John Smith called and stated he received the violation letter. He is aware that his pet was outside without a leash, but reported this will not happen again. And so then voila, you see this note would appear on the account for you, the board, and/or committee members to review at any time. So next, let's get into the different kinds of views you can have for these violations. Right now we're in the list view. You also have the card view. You can view violations this way. And you also have the grid view at your disposal, where you can view violations this way. You have the mobile site over here. This is for board and/or committee members who would like to access the Smartwebs platform without logging in on a desktop or laptop. So you would click on this button here, and we'll go back to list view. You also can filter down the violation. You can search for keywords, search an address, search a name, and the Smartwebs system would be able to filter down the violations for you that way. There's also many different unique reports that you can run by clicking on this Reports tab. You can look at the types of violations for your community, the stage the violation's in, and even the violations ratio of closed versus opened. And then over here, there's a bunch of different filters for you where you can change what violations you're looking at. You can filter by dates, filter by stage, a lot of different filters for you to play around with to look at that. A lot of unique reporting features included with the Smartwebs software. So hopefully this brief training tutorial was helpful for you today regarding the Violations tab. If you have any additional questions or topics of conversation that weren't covered in today's tutorial, maybe a more advanced request that you'd like to see if the Smartwebs system is capable of, please do not hesitate to reach out to your community manager and ask them any questions you have. They're well versed with the Smartwebs system and are very familiar with what it's able to do and how it's able to assist you in managing your association. So again, thank you for tuning in for this training today, and we'll see you next time. And I'm closing the video. I always click on that touchscreen button. I don't know why I do that. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.